Hi, I'm Ruben from Kids Read to Kids, and today I will be reading Sam is Stuck. For Tim and his sister, Kim, a relaxing boat ride with their parents turns into a rescue mission. Sam, a talking codfish, is stuck between the rocks and his best pal cannot get him out. Will Tim and Kim be able to help their new fish friend? Let's find out. Chapter 1. The day of the trip. It's the last Sunday in May. In the spring, the Kents go on the day trip at the pond. Tim's dad, Tom Kent, rents a ship for the day. The trips are a lot of fun. It is the day of the big trip on the ship. On a hot spring day like this, it is not bad to be at the pond. Tim is 10. He is tall and fit. He likes quests and hunts. There are a lot of quests and trash hunts on these trips. What will be the thrill of this trip, Tim thinks. Tim has his swim trunks on. He stuffs a red cap and sunblock in his bag. Then he zips it all away. He has all he needs in his bag. He picks up his bag. He runs down the big steps and out to the truck where his dad is. Mr. Kent sets the bag in the back of the trunk. Tim helps out his dad to prep for the trip. Tim, the bug spray is still in the shed. There will be lots of bugs at the pond. We will need the kit to help us on the trip. Can you pick it up? Asked Mr. Kent. Oh, and the net as well. I bet you will hunt for the trash from the deck of the ship, he adds. Tim nods. He thinks the trash hunt is the best job on the ship. It is fun to help the pond stay fresh. Tim runs through the brick shed. He gets the bug kit from the shelf, and he packs it in a box. On his way out, he grabs the net and sprints back to the truck. The net is to pick the trash out of the pond. The net and the box go in the trunk of the trunk. The trunk of the truck. All is set. It is time for Tim and his dad to get to the docks. They get in the truck. I'm glad we're on our way at last, Tim says to his dad with a grin. At the docks, Tim's dad stops the truck on the grass lot next to the fish hut. He runs into the hut and gets a ball of thick string. We must have the string with us, on the ship, for the sling, he tells Tim. Then they grab the bags, the net and the box with the bug kit. They bring them onto the ship. Tim helps his dad get the ship ready for the trip. The ship is small. It is black with a tint of red. A big flag hangs on the mast. There is a grill on the deck for lunch, and a bench to sit on, and a fan to chill the hot day. There is a rug in front of the fan. A cot is on the rug. The ship has all they will need for the day. The sun is up at the top. It is a hot day. Tim does not want to get a tan. He grabs his red cap on and has sunblock on his skin. Then he looks back at the grass lot. When will they get to the docks? He thinks as he looks for his mom and Kim. Kim and Tim are siblings. Kim is 6. She is not as tall as Tim. She has a pink dress and a black hat on. She has her best doll, Beck, in her hand. Kim is in the van with her mom, Mrs. Kent. They went to the bank in the mall. Mrs. Kent got cash to pay for the next visit. On the way to the mall, Mrs. Kent drops a $10 bill. Kim picks it up. She hands it back to her mom. Mrs. Kent lets Kim keep the cash. I am rich, Kim grins to her mom. The last stop is the vet to pick up Bud, says Kim's mom. Bud is Tim and Kim's pup. He is small and gray with black spots. When Bud is well, he runs and hops. When he is sick, he just sits on Kim's lap. Bud was very sick. He got a pill from the vet. The vet kept him for a day to check on him. When Kim and her mom get to the vet, Bud jumps on Kim and licks her hand. Bud must be very well, Kim tells her mom. Mrs. Kent nods as she pets Bud's back. Oh, Kim, we forgot to get the snacks for Bud. This will be the last stop, okay? Kim grins. Last stop, then we get to the docks. Kim and Mrs. Kent go to a shop and get a box full of snacks for Bud. Kim sits in the van. In the shop, Kim picks up the snacks and a ball for Bud to play with. Miss Kent picks up a bag of chips, nuts, and figs for the kids. She grabs a box of milk from the shelf to drink on the trip. Kim picks up a mint gum at the checkout. Mrs. Kent is all set to pay. but she does not have anything in her bag. She must have left it in the van. She has no cash with her. Kim helps her. Her mom paid for the snacks with the $10 bill she got from her mom in the mall. It is fun for Kim to help her mom when she is in need. But she has no cash left for her mint gum. She sets the gum back on the shelf. Oh well, she thinks, I will get the gum next time. Kim and Mrs. Kent bring the bags back to the van. It is time to go to the docks. When they get to the docks, they stop at the van next to Mr. Kent's truck. On the grass, Kim jumps out of the van. Mrs. Kent has so much in her hands to bring to the ship. She drops the bag on the grass. Kim runs back to help her. She picks up the bag. Then she sprints to the ship. At last, they're on the docks. Kim, her mom, and Bud spot Tim and Mr. Kent on the ship. They run up the ramp and hop on the ship. Bud is glad to be on the ship with the kids. He is quick to jump on Tim. He licks his hand as well. Tim hugs the pup, and pets him on his neck. The Kents are all set for the trip. It is time to go. The ship is off the dock. Flocks of ducks rush off from the pond next to the ship. When they go on the quest as well. Off they go, just like Tim and Kim. I can tell this is going to be a fun day for all, Tim thinks with a grin.